We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
Schrader to kick off for Indianapolis.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Giants take over first down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Throwing right away is Dart. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. Into space at the 45. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And every time you step on a field, coaches are always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact. But that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
Tracy going to get it on first down. And he's got some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's Dart. This is caught. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Gano the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Giants 7, Colts 0. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go.
Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On fourth down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Malik Neighbors, 57 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try, good by Gano. And it's now 14-0.
14. Colts nothing. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Well, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You talk about this Giant defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A short one there, caught by Warren. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Here we go. 70 Ranger.
Back to throw now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Warren. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
70 Lions. Let's go. Ready.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Alec Pierce, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Colts have cut it back within a score. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the first quarter. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded just inside the 30. 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched to that one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants are going to have the short field here as he'll take over right at the 50. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Throwing his dart. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Fancy footwork at the 45. Now he will take it away for a giant touchdown. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Gano the extra point. And it's now 21-7.
21-7. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2nd and 5. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Abdul Carter. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
19, Tiger, 19.
Looking to throw. Alexander. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there, you don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
2nd and 10.
Here we go, set, go.
Dart going to look to throw here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
Ready.
To throw, Dart. And he is caught. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
At the 34-yard line.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Tracy. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
To throw is Dart. And that is incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Gano's kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Let's go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now he's going to step up and run. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
17
yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Touchdown, Colts! Alec Pierce, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
Spencer Schrader to kick off for Indianapolis.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Again, it's Johnson. Down the right sideline. Inside the 10. Touchdown! Giants. A great effort there. With its 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Nice game, light. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, ready?
From the gun on 3rd down. Alexander able to find the open man. That's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First down.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Past the 60. Past the 60.
They'll look to throw again. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Ready? 19, Pioneer.
Back to throw. Alexander. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Alexander. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
To kick off for New York.
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Bronco 80. 29 Broncos. 60. Buffalo 18.
Second and 13. And he's got Pierce. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The rookie from Colorado on target with that throw. And they've got a first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Looking to throw. Alexander. A short one there, caught by Warren. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And it'll be second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Operating from the gun. Alexander. Finding Pierce on a crossing route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he'll snag about 5 yards down in the 32.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
60 Bobcats, 60 bucks. Let's go. Hawk 70.
Second and 4. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Adonai Mitchell from 17 yards out. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 31. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Spencer Schrader to kick off for Indianapolis.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
2nd down and 8. Play fake, and here's Dart. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Dart. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to... get the football at the 37-yard line. So potentially a big turnaround brewing to begin this third quarter as this defense forces a much-needed turnover.
Yeah, this is a team starting to work in concert now, right? They went out and got a touchdown to start the second half, and now they get the football right back.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get it inside the 35.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Alexander. Left side, he finds Pierce. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Adonai Mitchell. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Spencer Schrader to kick off for Indianapolis.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Here's Dart. Well, that'll be incomplete. No, he took a shot as he let one go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, they clawed their way back into this game. First half, they were down pretty big. Now, all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. How big that?
First thing is what you just talked about, clawing their way back in. That means they decided to go ahead and fight this thing out, which is great. The second part is they looked at where the problems were in the first half, figured out how to shore them up, and have now gone to that part of the playbook that is actually working for them. A few adjustments, a few changes, and really good execution.
Now we'll see if that trend can continue. He's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Alexander. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Let's go now. Let's go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard.
Flag. Cowboy 80.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. And now Mitchell from 8 yards out. And the Colts have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Giants 31. Spencer Schrader to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
The Giants on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. It's a big play for the Giants on third down. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough day for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First and goal, New York.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Touchdown, Giants. From a yard out. And the Giants answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead.
38, Colts 35. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Ready up.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Ready.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Hot 70, hot 70.
Operating from the gun, Alexander. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one.
Bronco 80.
From the gun on 3rd down, Alexander. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he fires one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Ready?
Now a 2nd and 10.
70 Lions. Ready, ready.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Good slant caught by Pierce. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
41-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 98 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. This is 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
2nd and 6 at the Giants' 22-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down.
2. 6.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him, all focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 70.
Back to throw. Yeah, he's got it. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
So the second-half comeback is now complete. They have battled from behind, taken the lead, and CD now, they just need their defense to stand up here and secure the victory.
And remember, they were trailing by double digits, fought their way back into this one. Now we find out the true definition of the team, don't we? Because one side of the ball just did its job. Now it's time for the other one to take over. Don't let them drive downfield and get the deciding score in what time remains.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. He's back to throw. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
18.
They'll look to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
19, Tiger.
He'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. This defense making some plays right now, aren't they?
And they look like a group that really locked in before this series started. Read their scouting reports, got back to reading their keys, and playing with excellent leverage up front.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down.
60 Bison. 79 Bronco.
To the air once more is Dart. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Dragon 60. Let's go.
Dart to throw on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Colts are going to win the football game. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Indianapolis, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis,